for a brief respite from my onerous tones, I hand you off to Angry Aaron.
Hello, my lords and ladies! I am going to talk to you about perhaps one of the most iconic medieval weapons and type of soldier. When you think medieval warfare, when you think fantasy, what often comes to mind is the sword and shield. And I have here what is commonly referred to as a heater shield. I've got some straps on one side to hold it to my arm, and I also have my arming sword. Now this sword is a slashing and cleaving weapon, so you can thrust with it, but you generally want to do a little cleave as well. Now, the shield itself has three functions. The first one, which is perhaps the most obvious, is for defense. So, if Lesha swings at me, I can block and follow it with an attack. I can also use the sword to attack her directly. If I distract her with my blade, I can come in with my shield, pow, and just smack her. I can also just rush her and knock her down. And the third use of a shield, which is a little less known, is for identification. When soldiers are on the battlefield and they have their helmets on, they want to know who their enemy is, and they want to make sure that their fellow soldiers know who they are. So it's important to put your heraldry on your shield. No two knights can have the same heraldry. That includes children of that same knight. So my partner here, Lesha, has a stag on hers. If she one day has children, her children are not allowed to use the same heraldry. They can use a variation of it, they can continue to use a stag, but they have to change it in some way. What's very common is to switch it up, like on mine, to have maybe instead of one wolf, you'll have two wolves. Maybe change the color. But it's important. That way every soldier knows who they're fighting for and they don't accidentally turn on each other. Do you guys want to see some sword and shield action?
I do want to see sword and shield action, Aaron.